Dad, what's so special about Bharatpur?
JC, Bharatpur is famous for its bird sanctuary, where you can find a lot of rare species of birds.
Oh wow! I would love to take their pictures, Dad.
Sure, as long as you don't scare them off. JC, I'll just go and get the room keys from the reception.
Dad, I love Siberian cranes. They are so majestic.
Well, they fly all the way from Canada.
So, where would we be going tomorrow, Dad?
We'll be going to the Lohagarh Fort tomorrow morning.
This fort is so huge. I wonder who constructed it.
The Lohagarh fort was constructed by Maharaja Suraj Mal.
But why is it called Lohagarh? Oh, has it survived a lot of battles?
Yes, this fort has a rich history. The Lohagarh fort could withstand repeated attacks of British forces led by Lord's Lake in 1805, when they laid siege for over 6 weeks. Ultimately, they had to retreat after having lost 3,000 soldiers. What you see there is a moat.
What's a moat?
A moat is a deep, broad ditch that surrounds a fort in order to act as a barrier to advancing troops.
Oh, so they closed the gate and the soldiers would have to swim across, right? And what about those gates?
That gate is known as the Ashtadhatu, the 8-metalled gate, which is one facing the south and the other side is called the Chauburj. That means a 4-pillared gate.
Can we go inside the fort?
No, I don't think that will be possible. It is closed for repair work right now.
Oh, that's really bad. I wanted to see the interiors of the fort.
It's getting dark. I think we should be returning to the hotel now. Come on, JC.
Okay, Dad, let's go. Hey, this is really interesting. The third battle of Panipat was fought between the Marathas and the Afghans. The Marathas were routed and some of them were sheltered by Maharaja Surajmal. Maharaja Surajmal? Now why does that name seem familiar? Oh yes, now I remember. He was the same Raja who constructed the Lohagarh fort. This is brilliant. I can talk to him using the Gizmo gadget. Hey, hello, Maharaja Surajmal. I had visited the Lohagarh fort and was curious to know more about you.
The Lohagarh fort, that was an architectural marvel, took us 2 years to make. So, what do you want to know about me, son?
I wanted to know about the Jats in general and how you came to power.
We gained independence from the Mughals through our leader Churaman, and then acquired control over territories situated to the west of Delhi in the 17th century.
So was Delhi made the capital?
No, my boy, Delhi was still ruled by the Afghans, but we had control over the area from Bharatpur to Agra. Under my rule, Bharatpur emerged as a very strong state, and Deeg was my capital.
Yes, I've read about Deeg. There's a huge fort there, right? See, here it is.
Yes, at Deeg we had used a different style. We built a garden palace combining styles from that of Amber and Agra.
But what exactly did the Jats do? As in, What was their profession?
The Jats were prosperous agriculturists, and towns like Panipat and Ballabgarh became important trading centers under them.
Really? I thought they were warriors since you had constructed so many forts.
Well, at that time, my kingdom was constantly under attack, so I had to protect it. In fact, the whole of India was under upheaval.
Who was ruling India then?
The Afghans controlled Delhi, but they lost to the Marathas. And then, after the Battle of Panipat, the Afghans rose to power again.
And what about the British? Didn't they also come to power at that time?
The British made a fierce attack on the Jat forts of Bharatpur and Dig in 1805, but they weren't able to breach our defenses, even though the war lasted for 5 months.
5 months? That's a really long war.
Jessie, it's 12 o'clock. Time for lunch.
Coming, Mom. My mom is calling me. I have to go. Thanks for all the information.
Okay, bye.
Come, JC. Let's go and buy something from the station.
What if the train leaves, Dad?
No, it won't. We'll be back in a minute. Anyway, the train stops at Panipat for 5 minutes.
Dad, isn't this the city where the 3 wars were fought?
Well, it's been rebuilt a lot of times, JC. But how did you know about the wars?
Dad, I have read about it in my history textbook.